Hey, grace and peace, everybody. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. You know what we're about to do. We've been talking about Dalton, Illinois, and more specifically about Tiffany Henyard for the better part of a year. And of course, now we know that she's being challenged by Jason House. Clean House 2025 is looking really positive for Team House, so on and so forth, in defeating Tiffany Henyard. However, there actually is another woman that's running for mayor of Dalton. Let's bring it in real quick and let's talk about it. All right, so Cassandra Hopson-Jordan is also running. Now, she's not running as a Republican, she's running as an independent. And, you know, I'm willing to give everybody a chance. I'm willing to give everyone a shot. Everybody has equal footing at the starting point. However, we haven't heard much about her. So I want to bring up a couple of things about her and then we'll hear from her own voice. I do like, however, let me say this. I rarely hear anybody talk about the education system in Dalton. And as a former classroom teacher, that kind of makes me interested when I hear people talk about it. And literally on her about me was talking about better education in Dalton. I'd never hear anyone talk about the education system in Dalton. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it happy? Is it sad? I don't know. So at least somebody mentioned that there's schools in Dalton for crying out loud. But let's look at what happened right after the initial everyone announcing that they're going to run who's going to be running for mayor of Dalton because she had an interesting I won't say mishap but an interesting run in with somebody that we know. Here it comes. And I just hit that twice. Why did I hit that again? I don't know, Jason. Let's try that again. So she had a mishap in the fact that she was almost deemed disqualified, very much akin to how Tiffany Henyard was deemed disqualified from the Raucous Caucus. And it was just funny how they used the same tactic that was used against Tiffany. I don't want to even say used against Tiffany, but the way that Tiffany was deemed um, ineligible at the Raucous Caucus, she was used, the exact same thing was used toward her. And it's funny that Tiffany was the one that was using this same method that was used against her in this regard. So here we go. I apologize for that delay. Here we go.
Who is running for real? A Dolton mayoral candidate will be on the general election ballot despite an attempt to block her candidacy by an ally of current Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who is running for re-election.
The objection dropped in a hearing today as we continue to track the drama and federal probe in the South Suburb. Our Tara Molina is at Village Hall.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard was not at the hearing here today. Neither was her attorney, and she was not made available for a comment. But we did hear from the woman who could be running against her in the upcoming mayoral election, thanks to what happened here. You're looking at video from the lively Democratic Party caucus for Thornton Township earlier this month.
It's the right way. Illegal.
You may remember this resulted in Tiffany Henyard being denied a place on the ballot for re-election as township supervisor, something she's fighting, calling it illegal. But a Henyard ally used nearly identical reasoning to try to get one of the candidates running against Henyard in the Dolton mayoral race off the ballot, Cassandra Hopson-Jordan.
It's about democracy and it's about hypocrisy.
I really think it's very hypocritical.
But that objection dropped in Village Hall today by the petitioner, an ally of Mayor Henyard's, to much less fanfare. Mayor Henyard not present.
I wasn't surprised.
Hopson-Jordan now officially representing the Rebuilding Dolton Party. And this decision means you will be on the ballot in April.
And yes, it does. And may the best person win.
Hopson-Jordan will be on the general election ballot here.
I am in this race. It's about the people. It's not about me, but it's about the people.
She will be up against whoever wins the Democratic nominee, current Mayor Henyard or current Dolton Village trustee Jason House. We've told you Mayor Henyard is currently under federal investigation and embroiled in several ongoing scandals for allegedly embezzling money and targeting political opponents. Her office was investigated by former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, revealing the village's general fund had a negative balance of $3.65 million. In a limited examination of Dolton's finances, Lightfoot found $40,000 spent on Amazon purchases in one day, money that's unaccounted for. Again, no comment from Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Voters here will first head to the polls in February for the primary election. Then the general mayoral election is in April. You can find all of our coverage of what's been happening here in Dolton linked in the story that's on our website right now. Reporting outside Village Hall, I'm Tara Molina, CBS News, Chicago.
All right. So I think that is really interesting. Now, I also think that because we haven't heard much about this young lady, I don't think that that's a bad thing because at the current moment, it's Tiffany and Jason vying for that role. And once we find out who it's going to be, Tiffany or Jason, shout out to Jason House, then I think you'll see hear much more from Miss Hopson-Jordan. But people in Dolton have told me that they are familiar with her and they know there are people who have an opinion about her already. Now, I want to just give you the last thing I think that is useful, which is what I was trying to bring up a moment ago, which is her actual, just kind of like an about me video that she did. I think it's kind of interesting. It's a little bit lengthy, but I think it gives us a good snippet of the woman that is trying to run for mayor of Dolton. Let's go.
Happy Sunday, everyone. For those of you that don't know, my name is Cassandra Hopson-Jordan, and this video is concerning a brief update as far as to what is going on with the campaign. And for those of you that don't know, some of you might have seen on my page, or some of you know me personally, know that I am running for the mayor of Dolton. So one of the projects that I have been working on is producing thank you cards for every person that signed my petition. So for the past month, I have been sitting down and personally handwriting out thank you cards for every individual that signed my petition. And not only have I written out thank you cards, for the past 3 days, I have been out and about knocking on every last one of those doors and personally hand delivering these thank you cards. So I started Wednesday. I didn't go Thursday and Friday. And then Danasha, the young man that's running for one of the trustee positions, me and him yesterday and today, we've been out all day today in the freezing cold, knocking on doors, delivering these personal handwritten thank you cards. And today has been such an amazing day. Yesterday has been an amazing day, and Wednesday was an amazing day. It has given me the opportunity, and it has also given the residents an opportunity to actually meet me up close and personal. It has given them the opportunity to be able to ask questions, to be able to address their concerns. It has just really, truly been a positive thing. So when the Lord dropped this in my spirit, I was like, you know what? I told my husband, I was like, I'm going to sit down and personally handwrite every last thank you card. I have been writing these cards for about a month now. So in between work, in between, taking care of my husband, in between spending time with my daughters, family time, I made time for every 860, I think it was 862 residents that signed my petition. Each and every one of them got a personal thank you card what a little nice little gift inside of this envelope, because I wanted the people to know that I appreciate them. I appreciate their support. I don't take it for granted. You know, a lot of times these politicians, you really don't hear from them or you don't see them until it is election time. So I want the people to know that I'm not your typical politician. Hell, I don't even consider myself to be one. I'm just a resident that cares and that has a heart and that is concerned and that's willing to throw my head in this race and to fight and make a difference in the village in which we live. So it's been an amazing 3 days. I've got a chance to meet so many people. I got a chance to hug up on them, love up on them. They got a chance to voice their concerns. You know, a lot of people were so nice and welcoming. They invited us into their homes, the whole 9 yards. And it's just been a really good experience for these past 3 days. But one person or resident, let me correct this. One resident really touched our hearts this weekend. When we knocked on this young man's door and he came to the door and we explained to him what we were doing, the man literally like hugged us to death. And then tears came to his eyes because he shared his story with us. And I want to say to those of you that occupy these seats, you know, you guys have really dropped the ball. You really have failed us as leaders over this village. This man's son was shot in the head.
Oh.
And he was so disappointed that no one from the village, none of the trustees, nor the mayor, anyone from the police department followed up with him.
Oh my gosh.
But the fact that I took the time to do something as simple as to write a thank you card for him signing a piece of paper and then hand delivering it to his house just to tell him I appreciate him. He was so grateful. He was so overjoyed. He was so overwhelmed, the whole 9 yards, and he was just so appreciative. You know, you all need to realize that when you take these seats, it's not about the residents coming to meetings, because all the times people can't make these meetings. And it's not about the residents coming out to get to know the trustees of having tea with the trustees. No, you guys need to come outside of those seats and come outside of your schedule and come and visit the people and knock on the doors. You know, not just, I love my seniors, but it's not just all about the seniors, because I know you guys do that just to prey on them for the votes, which is wrong, deadly wrong. But you guys need to come out in the village every now and again, knock on the doors, see how the people are doing, hear their issues. I've gotten so much in the past 3 days. It's unbelievable. And let me say this, you guys, you all need to be worried. Don't take it for granted that because you quote unquote fighting this fight that you have these votes. Trust me, people are speaking and they're speaking loud, and they feel like this administration has truly dropped the ball, and the people are tired of the publicity. They're tired of all the arguing and fighting at the meetings. Some say, I would want to come to the meeting, but because they argue, they fight, they're cussing, they're fussing. It's the same group of people raising all kind of hell, and people just don't want to be a part of that. They're sick of it. And what they have said personally to me is that, you know what? We need a fresh start. Everybody needs to go. So that slogan is kind of befitting. Clean house. Yeah, they're literally saying, no, the whole house needs to be clean. Everybody needs to go. And this village need a fresh start, because they're sick of all the craziness. They're sick of the fighting. They're sick of the division. They're sick of it all. And something as simple as a thank you card has made these people feel like they have a voice. It made them feel appreciated. And sometimes people just want to know that you care and that you're concerned. Yeah. So you guys, there's something for you all to think about. Don't take it for granted that because you fight in this fight that people are going to vote for you and put you in this seat. I got news for you. They don't want you either. I'm just telling you what I've heard over these past 3 days, over the 6, 7, 800 some doors that I have knocked on
Wow.
within the past 3 days. I've been out here from sun up to sundown, knocking on doors, speaking with residents. And trust me, they're sick of you guys.
Wow.
I'm just going to be honest with you. They're sick of you. They're ready for change. And they're tired of all this craziness that's going on. So that's something for you guys to think about. But I just wanted to share that with you all. So once again, I'm Cassandra Hopson-Jordan. And for those of you want to know, listen, let me make this clear so you hear it from me. I don't know Tiffany, never met the young lady. And at this point, honestly, don't care to meet her. You understand that? Never met the trustees. You know, they came out of hiding once I actually decided to run for mayor. And then now they actually show their faces. So just so you guys know that, all right? So think about that. Yeah, they ain't happy about y'all either. But anyway, you guys be blessed. I just wanted you all to know, and it's been a good, productive past 3 days. All right, you all be blessed. I'm going to go wind it down, chill out, rest, and all that good stuff. And I guess I'll see you guys at the poll. Be blessed.
Okay. All right. She was taking some shots. Okay. I'm not mad at her. Hey, I like a good fight. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. My name is Jason. I enjoy good competition. So I want the best version of Jason House, the best version of Tiffany Henyard, the best version of Cassandra. I want them to come out and really show their very best, do their very best work, and then let the people decide. I think the people of Dolton, I do think they are tired. I do think there's truth to that statement. Now, whether or not they're tired enough to vote in a brand new face, or whether or not they're tired enough just to get rid of an old face that's well worn, I don't know. But y'all let me know what you think down below. Had you heard about Cassandra before? And what do you think about her? I mean, if you live in Dolton, give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. I know, of course, lots of people know about Jason. Lots of people know about Tiffany. But I just want to know, did you know anything about Cassandra? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Again, thank you so much for rocking with us. Thank you so very much for helping me hit my goal of 50,000 subscribers by the end of April. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all for liking the videos and for subscribing. So until next time, everybody, grace and peace.
Hit that like for Deal Christian. Yo, for Deal Christian, smash that bell. For DWC, don't smash it, just smash it. Hit that like for Deal Christian. For Deal Christian, smash that bell. For DWC, don't smash it, just smash it. Hit that like for Deal Christian.